Da-da, da-da, do-do-do-do-do. Da-da, da-da, do-do-do-do. Three guys and no bear. Ready for some playoffs? And now here's Coach Crandor. Do-do-do-do-do. Who's going to lose this week? Burp.
Also
the trash talk begins.
Burp.
It's like some sort of bird in Rob's room.
Burp.
Welcome, everybody.
Burp.
We're here. We're ready.
Football.
Football.
Yes, like Sinvicta mentioned, I almost said the Final Fantasy playoff.
The Final Fantasy playoffs. Here we are.
The fantasy football playoffs are set. The final 2 games are going to be all of us.
Yep. Yeah, we all made it to the final. God damn it, you got me doing it now.
The Final Fantasy playoffs. Here we are. We got Cloud. We got Sephiroth. We got Kefka.
Yeah, no, we're all 4 of us are the quarter or the semifinals.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild, actually.
Yeah,
it's never happened before.
Never happened before. To put it in perspective, there's 10 teams, and all 4 of us are in the championship round. So, and to put it even a bigger perspective, me and Rob were like borderline to make it even into the playoffs, especially me.
Yeah.
And one of the people, TJ's God Squad, actually went 4-10, even though he scored more points than I did this year.
Oh, man, that sucks.
That is bad luck.
Typical Coach Crandor luck right there.
And last week, probably one of my best weeks of the season, I scored 131 points. I would have beat everybody if whoever I played. Rob got 130.
You would have beat me too.
Yeah. And then team I played, the London Patriots, only got 82 points because Kyler Murray doesn't know how to play against the Lions. And Ryan Suckup, the Tampa Bay kicker, got -2.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
I won my game mostly because Mark Andrews had like an incredible day, and also Pat Mahomes remembered how to play football at the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
That is true. And Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, of course. But I mean, that's a pedestrian day for him. Like he's a monster this year.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Travis Kelce just going off for Crandor in the fourth quarter.
Yep. Yeah. 41 points for Travis Kelce. To be fair, even if he only would have got 10, I still would have won. But still made it nice. Also, my sleeper pick had to start him in the playoffs. Ramondre Stevenson had to do it. He got me 4 points.
Bear would not have. I don't know if Bear just didn't start anyone, but Bear would not have fared well if this were the playoffs. He would have, if he played anyone, he would have finished dead last.
Yeah,
scoring 81.06 points.
You can see. I didn't see that.
That's pretty rough.
Let's go to the league matchups.
Although I think there was one player he didn't start because he was probably like, whatever, I'm not playing.
That's how I felt, but then I'm going for the points championship, so I gotta try to get the most points, but
that's true.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be good. It is Bear versus Rob and me versus Invicta. Buccaneer Packer matchup.
Yep. And we all know how that one ends all the time, Coach.
Also Jets Patriots, so
even a third of my team is Packers, so they're also playing the Browns, who
boy.
It'll be something. So that's the fantasy football update. Stay tuned for the intense rivalries about to occur. But over in NFL news,
oh shit, the news is here.
The news has arrived. Can you even do the news if you don't have one of those breaking news?
We got to get Gilbert Godfrey to do that.
We do, actually.
Breaking news here in the NFL.com playoff picture.
Actually, yeah, that was the NFL.com playoff picture. Let's find out. 'Cause there's only 3 weeks left now.
I don't actually watch football.
Well, currently, the Packers are the only team to have clinched a playoff spot, winning the NFC North because of how bad it is. They are also the 1 seed. The AFC has the Chiefs at the 1 seed now. The Patriots, the Titans in the 2 and the 3. The Bengals going up to the 4. Colts at the 5. Chargers at the 6. And the Bills at the 7. The teams that would be missing the playoffs currently. The Ravens would be out of the playoffs.
Oh, boy.
The Steelers would be out of the playoffs, and the Raiders would be out, but who cares? The Dolphins would be out, and the Browns and the Broncos would be out. In the NFC, you got the Cowboys going up to the 2 seed, surpassing the Buccaneers. What the dingus?
I hate it.
The Bucks would fall to 3. The Cardinals fall to 4. The Rams at the 5, and the 49ers at the 6, and the Vikings at the 7. Yo, watch out for the 49ers. A little scary there.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Yeah. And then the Eagles, the Saints, the Football Hogs, the Falcons, and the Panthers, and the Seahawks all battling. I'm not even going to say the Giants, even though they're not technically eliminated.
Well, I mean, you never know.
I mean, it's going to come down to probably...
You never know.
You never know.
You know that you don't know.
The Falcons have like an outside shot. They're not going to do it. If there's no way. It's going to come down to the Hogs with a really outside shot at this point. The Eagles and the Saints and the Vikings are going to be the teams battling for that spot. I think the 49ers will make it.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty wacky.
It's probably going to be the Vikings.
It probably will. But at this rate, Kirk Cousins' plexiglass is not going to protect him. And they'll miss games, and they'll miss the playoffs or something. Calling it now. Playoffs. And Colts place Rock Ya-Sin on COVID list. Really just half the NFL.
It's like the whole league, yeah.
And the NBA and the NHL.
Yeah, we normally stream or record these on Tuesdays, but it's Wednesday because every team got COVID.
Yeah.
And so is like the whole world too. So yay.
Woo! Yeah. Well, luckily my team already got COVID a few weeks ago, so
exactly.
We're good.
You're immunized.
That happened with the Bulls in the NBA. Actually, the entire team got it, and everyone's like, Bulls!" And now every other team's getting it, and I'm like, "Yeah, the Bulls are good now." That's neat.
The Bulls are just gonna steamroll everyone.
Yeah. Well, now they're starting to postpone the game, so we can't even do that.
Yeah.
Either way, fun. But football did happen. So, first game we saw, I forgot this game happened. It was so long ago. The Chiefs and the Chargers played.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did, didn't they?
That was the game where Kelsey got me 41 points. He had 10 catches, 191 yards, and 2 touchdowns, including the overtime winner.
Oh, baby.
Mahomes, 410, 3 touchdowns and a pick, which was wacky because I don't even think he was doing good in the first half, was he?
No, he was doing the team was like doing literally nothing until the fourth quarter. Like Mahomes until the fourth quarter had like 3 fantasy points. Like it was actually abysmal. And then in the fourth quarter, it was just like, oh yeah, actually, here's 3 touchdowns or whatever.
Yeah. But I mean the Chargers were looking great, and then they chargered it up, but then overtime, and then they still chargered it up. They did have a chance. Like they got the ball with like a minute and a half or something. They just couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it was close, but there's also that scary play with what's his name, the Charger tight end who hit his head.
Yeah, no, that was terrifying.
Yeah.
It was non-contact.
Parham.
Yeah, Donald Parham.
Yeah, he already tweeted that I think it was on Instagram. He said he was fine. But I mean, I missed it because all of you guys were talking about it, and I wasn't even watching the game. And when I saw the replay, this was days after it happened. It was pretty bad. And Joe Buck coming under fire for
it's a little chilly out there. He might just
it is the coldest that's ever been down in LA. So he's probably cold.
Like, that's what it is.
That's
true. Why he's
literally
shaking on the stretcher.
Only Joe Buck was the person in the entire world that thought maybe that could have been it. I mean,
I will say, like, in fairness to Joe Buck, like, I could totally see, like, the producer in his ear being like, hey, Roger Goodell wants to say, like, maybe he's just chilly.
Yeah, it's
he's
not
a little
serious.
chilly or something.
It's cold. Say it's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold. I think honestly, I think it was more of he was just trying to cover it for like kids and stuff. Because
I think so too.
You want to say like, yep, that is some neurological damage showing there. To
neurological damage down on the field. If we zoom in on his face, we see it's motionless, just like the NFL's heart.
But he's still doing the fencing response, and they had to strap his arms down because they would have just been in the air the entire time.
Yeah. The thing is, like, people were freaking out, like, the NFL. Like, to be honest, this was just a freak injury. Like, the dude, like, he didn't even get hit. Like, he just kind of, he hit his head from diving, and then just it snapped back. Like, that's something that could probably happen to somebody, even if they fall, like, outside. Like, that's a scary thing.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it was also because he has, he's diving head first. Like, that's, he went like full, all the weight of his body and like his muscle strength from his legs directly into his head against the ground. Like that's.
It's one of those injuries that doesn't look like the impact does not represent the damage because it didn't look like anything serious. I mean, you see guys like hit the ground all the time, but it did bring up a very old conversation about how many stadiums should actually have Astroturf.
None, I think.
I hate Astroturf. I think it's stupid.
Those of you who've never walked or played on Astroturf, it's literally just concrete with plastic grass over it. That's all it is.
I mean, like, so as a Jets fan, our stadium has turf, and we have like one of the highest injury rates in the league. And that's like the stadium does, not just like, so the Jets get injured every year, like horribly, because they play on the field, 8 games a year. But then other teams coming to play here also get injured at higher rates because of the fucking shitty field. So they should not play on it. Like it's absurd.
It's super old, like technology built for sports that shouldn't probably exist anymore. I mean, again, I'm not sure if you guys may not know this or not, but whenever you play football on AstroTurf, you actually have to wear a special set of cleats.
Oh, really?
And because if you wear regular cleats, you're just going to slide around all over the place because it's hard plastic onto concrete, and there's no give in the ground, there's no dirt, there's no earth or anything. So in order to get traction, you have to wear special cleats. You have to wear turf cleats, and it's way different. And it's your feet get stuck a lot easier. It's a lot easier to roll up your ankles and your knees and that sort of thing. So it's not good. I mean, I haven't really thought about the whole AstroTurf thing for a little while now, but like the more you think about it, I mean, would he have suffered the same injury if he slammed his head into the ground, like if it was just like dirt and grass? I'd say probably, maybe, but going head back first into the concrete did not help at all.
Yeah.
It's I mean, there's got to be a way for them to have like a more natural field with the
they could literally just use grass, but the reason that they don't is because they're saving money.
It's a cost measure.
Yeah.
We're only making billions of dollars as the top sport in the world. You think we should have player safety first?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
nah. Let them play.
Let them play. So
that was the game.
That was the game. Chiefs won. They're the 1 seed now as they start to get hot at the right time.
Yep. Now they're scary too.
They are scary now. Yep.
Yeah.
I would not want to play the Chiefs. Then we had Patriots Colts, and the Patriots finally losing.
Yep.
Finally.
Lost by 10.
It could have been because Jonathan Taylor ran for 170 and a touchdown, including big run.
Yeah, I was gonna say like he was having like a fine day, and then he just closed out the game with like that 70-yard touchdown run, like at near the end.
Yeah. But
made me a lot of points in fantasy.
I would say the biggest story was probably the Colts defense. Like they literally shut out the Patriots 3 quarters in a row.
Yeah.
And the only time they got points was the fourth quarter when it gets into, you play a little more prevent defense. And then they start, going down the field, making it a closer game, and then, Carson Wentz, 5 of 12.
Yep.
Yeah, that's some Carson Wentz numbers right there.
Yep. 1 TD, 1 pick, 57 yards. 57.
Hope nobody had him on fantasy.
Yeah.
No one does.
I did that one week.
Yeah.
Mac has he still looked okay during this game, and I appreciated the Hunter Henry points towards the garbage time because even though I wasn't playing in one, I'm fine with padding my stats because up until this point I had 51 points for my entire team. But Mac, he was 299 for 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. The running game was just non-existent in this game.
Yeah.
Like they had nothing going on for the Patriots. The Colts defense is getting better and better, which is scary. But I think that ultimately I think they're going to be held back by Carson Wentz. And, if something happens to Jonathan Taylor, the Colts are in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They are like a Titan-esque team, but with probably a bit of a better defense. I'm not sure. What is the Titan defense rank? Let's find out. To the stat booth. Titans.
Thank you, Scooby.
Yeah.
Colts are indeed slightly better at pass defense than the Titans, and the Titans actually have the Titans run defense is really good. It is second in the NFL.
Wow.
The Colts is actually middle. They're like 13th, 14th or something. So still not bad, but I didn't know the Titans run defense is that good.
Yeah.
So actually Titans and Colts are like pretty similar teams.
Yeah. Which is wild too to think about considering like the past several years of that franchise.
Yeah. No, it's I hope if they play in the playoffs, that would probably be a pretty fun game to watch. Well, depending on if you like running the football constantly.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry will probably be back if that happens.
Oh, is he going to be back for the playoffs?
That's what they said. He should be back for the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But for fantasy purposes, I do have their running back, Foreman, who's been doing great, and I think I'm going to start him this week. So,
and you're also going to start Ramondre Stevenson, 10 for 36.
I don't know if I'm going to start. I feel like I have to unless he gets injured, but I feel like I have to.
He's your sleeper pick. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the sleeper pick. If there's any time to start him, it's now in the playoffs. I started him last week and I won. He only got 4 points.
Yeah.
But he might have been that good luck charm.
Exactly. Dub's a dub.
And they're playing the Bills again, so they might just run the ball nonstop. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, I can see it.
So then we had Steelers Titans. Which,
yes, we did.
That was a game. It, just epic quarterback play, honestly. Roethlisberger 16 of 25 for 148. Tannehill 23 of 32 for 153 and a pick. No touchdowns thrown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exciting game of football.
Najee Harris 18 yards on 12 carries. So there's that Titan run D.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, Najee. Thank you very much.
Well, Chase Claypool got me 1 point. I might actually drop him this week. In fact, I will drop him this week.
I used to have him, so,
I had him last year, yeah.
Deontay Foreman, 108 yards, 22 carries. Great stuff. That's what I'm going to start this week. I also have Dontrell Hilliard, who I'm probably going to drop because he's kind of the second string guy. But, yeah, this was just a boring game.
13-19.
Yep.
Exciting football.
with the Steelers actually being down 13-3 at halftime and the Titans just doing nothing the entire second half.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah, not much going in this game. Yeah.
Then we had the Bills and the Panthers, which this was the Cam Newton is good enough to do some stuff but not win a football game.
Yeah,
the Bills and the Panthers.
The Bills absolutely had to win this game.
Yeah, no, they did. This was
they didn't. They were done.
Yeah. In fact, I would say the Bills probably have to win the rest of their games. Honestly,
it does seem like that, which is amazing considering last year and how this season started. I feel like.
Yeah, they can probably afford to lose one, maybe, but even then, I mean. They're playing the Patriots, the Falcons, and the Jets. Like, you have to beat the Falcons and the Jets, like, 100%. Yeah. The Patriots game, like, it's probably for the division. If you lose it, you still get a wild card or something. You probably want to win it, but you can afford to lose it. But those last two, you cannot lose. If you lose one of those, you deserve to not make the playoff.
And in fairness, like, they should win those games.
Yeah.
I don't see them losing.
No, I don't either. Josh Allen, 1934, 210, 3 TDs and a pick. Singletary 86 on the ground with a touchdown. Allen ran 24. Gabriel Davis 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs had a touchdown. And the Panthers just kind of were there doing some stuff.
Yep.
Cam Newton, TD pick, ran for a touchdown. He ran for 71 yards, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think like Cam Newton's not a bad backup quarterback.
No, I don't think so, yeah.
Yeah, like if you like going forward, I feel like you get a new quarterback and just have him be the backup. Like if he needs to come in, you're like, all right, he's a veteran, he can do what he needs to do to get the job done for that game, but he's not a starting quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
He is going to be starting this week, apparently, Coach.
Well, their season's over, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They don't have McCaffrey. Really, if you don't have McCaffrey, it's done.
Yeah,
that is the thing.
And he's going to be less available as time goes on because I mean he's got a lot of wear and tear now. Over the years. So,
but they currently have the 7th pick in the NFL draft. Look at that.
Yep.
Wow.
Woo. Speaking of which, the Jets currently hold the 4 and the 8 picks.
Yes, we do.
So
yes,
Seattle. We do. Not doing great still. So, I mean, it still looks like you're probably going to get a top 10 pick out of that Seattle pick, which is great.
Yeah, no, I mean, 2 top 10 picks is pretty nice. You know, we'll see what they do with them. I mean, honestly, like the draft last year wasn't too bad considering.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Bills win. Then we had Texans Jaguars in the Ultimate Loser Bowl.
The Turd Bowl, Coach.
Oh yeah, by the way, this was did we even mention last week Urban Meyer got fired? I think it might have happened like the day after or something.
I think we didn't mention it yet, or it didn't happen yet.
By the time that we had recorded.
That's right.
We were
so
all questioning how this is even possible that he was still
that's right,
his
because
job.
Urban Meyer came out that he kicked his kicker.
Yeah,
you can't make this
like
up.
That's like legitimately that's how the story goes. He went and he fucking kicked him for some reason.
Like just
and Lambeau he left the team.
Yeah.
Just imagine any job where just your boss just kicks you.
Yeah,
like you can't.
It's just absurd.
It's insane. It's
and like
insane.
apparently he just like after he got fired, he just bounced. Like he didn't tell the team or anything. Like he didn't talk to them. He just like flew out somewhere without the team.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me because like nobody likes him. So like,
it's true. Yeah.
So the fun story: ex-Jacksonville Jaguar kicker Josh Lambeau says that he got kicked by Urban Meyer when Lambeau said Meyer told him, "Hey dipshit, make your fucking kicks," and then kicked him in the leg.
Jesus.
Lambeau characterized the kick as a 5 out of 10 and then told the Tampa Bay Times he told Meyer, "Don't fucking kick me ever again." Lambeau said Meyer told him, "I'm the head ball coach. I'll kick you whenever the F I want."
Jesus fucking
Like,
Christ.
first
I
off,
feel bad for his college student, players, because I mean, you could tell like that's what he does to them, and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
But when he does it to a grown ass adult professional athlete, he's like, "Hey, fuck off, dude."
Yeah, it turns out you cannot treat grown men like kids.
Yeah. You shouldn't even treat kids like that.
No, you shouldn't be doing that to the college students, but he gets away with it.
Just like, you want to go to the NFL, you fucking idiot? You're going to let me kick you.
Yeah,
I'm going to finger blast you. Like, that's the
making
Urban Meyer motto.
That makes you wonder, like, how many people got screwed over at one point because he didn't like them or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah. Which, I mean, there's already rumors of, like, him, like, with abuse or, like, with his family or something that happened. Like, there's already shit out there.
Be surprised, yeah.
Yeah, so...
That guy sucks. It's amazing
sucks.
that like, it... Not only did everyone see this coming, in the long term, but, like, that also the Jags did not. Somehow, when they hire Urban Meyer, I feel like every football opinion in the world was like, "What the fuck are they doing? That's a horrible idea. This guy's a fucking turd machine." Well, and they just went with it. They just rolled with it.
And they were like, it was supposed to be the greatest like hiring for them. It was like a dream come true for the Jags, and turns out it didn't. It was not very good.
It's in fact probably one of the worst coaching hires like ever.
Yeah, it is the Ryan Leaf of coach hiring.
It really is.
It actually it was legitimately record breaking. Like no coach has ever been hired and fired in the same year before the season ended. Like he's the first one. It's just amazing.
It's impressive.
I love the NFL memes Twitter account who commented immediately, "Come on, guys, it's a tough time for Urban Meyer. He just lost his job. Let's not kick a man when he's down."
Then there was, he said he sees me and I'm by myself and he kind of cornered me and comes up to me and says, "Are you going to put a smile on that face?" Lambeau said. And I said, "I'll smile if you stop kicking me."
Jesus Christ.
So yeah,
you know that's a line that he uses in the bar too. Like,
oh yeah.
Then old bastard.
After he was fired, Urban Meyer threatened to fire the coaching staff every week and created an atmosphere of fear and distrust.
Jesus Christ.
Like
he called his coaches losers.
And then he said, he told the coaching staff, per league source, "I had a better coaching staff at Bowling Green. You guys are fucking terrible." Like, you hired them.
Yeah.
Like, what? You're the one who hired them. That makes you terrible, you idiot.
Yeah.
God, it's no wonder they hated him. Like, this guy's
he's gonna have, and like, I was saying last week, he's probably got like 10, 15 coaching jobs in college lined up.
Oh, right, he probably does.
Like almost no doubt. Like he's gonna be on a team next year as a head coach. In college.
Somebody said,
feel bad for him.
Oh yeah, no doubt. The dude should not be employed ever again.
Yeah.
Someone said we could do a Twitch Plays Pokemon style coaching job where Reddit sorted by new coaches the team, and it wouldn't be that much worse than Urban's tenure.
It really wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, you'd literally do anything and it'd be better. You could have no coach and it'd probably be better.
Yeah.
And Myers in his first response or statement since the firing, I'm not gonna quote him because I don't have the direct quote here, but he basically said something to the effect of, it was always his dream to coach the NFL, and he's heartbroken by the decision, but he understands the owner's obligation to the franchise or whatever, and he said that he used the word heartbroken many times throughout it. I'm like, if you're really heartbroken, I feel like you wouldn't have started kicking people.
He's trying to physically break hearts, not emotions.
Well, I mean, who knows what that girl in the bar felt?
It's almost as heartbreaking as cheating on your wife with a college girl. It's just
I know where
lying about and then lying about why you weren't flying with the team.
Yeah.
Just puts the cherry on top.
Apparently, his daughter came out and was like, "They've unleashed the Kraken in me."
Shit.
I don't know if we want to hear that Kraken inside of you.
That is something. So the Jaguars lost.
Yeah, that's Jaguars game.
Yeah. But you know what? They're a lot happier. James Robinson actually got to run the ball 75 yards and a touchdown because he's a good player that probably should be being played.
Yeah. He was also underutilized very heavily by Urban Meyer's.
For whatever
offense.
reason. He was probably like, he looked at me wrong, so he's not going to be playing.
And Trevor Lawrence putting up Trevor Lawrence stats.
Yep.
210 for 0-0. Very nice.
Yep. On the other side, Davis Mills, 2 TDs, a pick, 209. Dude. I think Davis Mills is actually one of the top 3 quarterbacks in this rookie class.
He stats wise, I think he's got to be doing almost exactly the same as Mac, right? Like he's basically one of the best rookie QBs this year, if not the best rookie QB this year, which is hilarious.
Currently,
no, he's not doing better than Mac Jones, but
he's got a 82.2 rating, which is ahead of Jacoby Brissett, Justin Fields, Sam Darnold, Trevor Lawrence, and Zach Wilson.
Yep.
And he's actually right behind Ryan Tannehill and Daniel Jones. So, I mean, not the worst.
He's a rookie who's taken in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson, who's that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's
good question.
Yeah.
He doesn't exist on the NFL.com rosters.
How many? Actually, there's that stat I pointed out with Trevor Lawrence. He's thrown 0 touchdowns his last 7 games, which well, I'll give him a break. He was with Urban Meyer. It's his rookie season.
But you gotta throw touchdowns.
You gotta throw touchdowns. That's part of the game.
I understand you're being allowed to suck. There's allowed to suck period, but you also aren't allowed to just be there as a vessel to hand off the ball or sometimes get passes.
Yeah,
you got to score. I mean, I as bad as the Texans are, which they're horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they've had multiple quarterbacks able to score the ball. I think that the Texans are better than the Jaguars. But I mean, Trevor Lawrence he's got to do something. I think that the honeymoon period of being able to suck just because is quickly waning on him.
Yeah.
Imagine
if the Texans traded a former elite quarterback for pieces to build around something.
Yeah. I'm not saying that Trevor Lawrence has had a fair shake, obviously, and I think that if he were on any other team, he'd probably be doing pretty well. But still, you got to show signs of something, man.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? I do. It's the kind of season that does kind of make you wonder of if he were on a better if you were on a better team, obviously he'd be doing better. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you were on another shitty team, the Jets or the Lions or something, would he be doing better? Because it's one of those things where him in particular, because all of the NFL analysts were all oh, this is the best prospect since Andrew Luck, who was the best prospect since John Elway. So it's a no-brainer kind of guy, right? They were all hyping him up as being the greatest thing since sliced bread kind of thing. And he's having a very pedestrian rookie year. Not to say that you can't turn it around in your second year, and many QBs have, but it is hard to it's something worrying with Zach Wilson too, is that even though it's the rookie year, you can't really look into it too much. There haven't been many QBs who have had this bad of a rookie year and still gone on to be good QBs.
Yeah,
there've been a couple. In fairness, I mean, there's Alex Smith who had a bad rookie year, bad couple of years.
Even Justin Fields is also down there. Honestly,
his
kind of saving grace is that he can run. And he's very athletic, but if he didn't have that, his passing's been not very good.
Which is one of those things, right? Because it's where I, as a Jets fan, was I really wish we had taken Justin. But I mean, but I mean, whatever. What's happened. I'm behind Zach Wilson,
right?
I suppose. But the
state of confidence.
Yeah,
behind Zach Wilson, I suppose.
But you have like Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence, who are supposed to be better in the passing game, right? Like that's one of the reasons why Justin Fields dropped in the draft. And I mean, they all look pretty similar in the passing game, but Justin Fields can run also, which is, I don't know. Like it seems weird to me that he dropped as much as he did.
Yeah. No, it's definitely weird. I mean, even I still thought Denver was going to take Justin Fields, which was I still think they should have.
I don't know why they didn't, really.
Yeah. Who'd they take again? Oh, they
didn't take any QB.
They took the corner, I think, Patrick Surtain, which he's been pretty good. So I mean,
he's been very good actually. Like he's doing very well this year.
So well, maybe they're looking ahead, like, oh, we're gonna get a quarterback in the free agency or the draft round or whatever. Either way, the Texans won this shitty game. Yeah. Then we had the Cowboys Giants.
Yep.
Woo! Now, big story from this game was if you are a New York Giants season ticket holder, you got a free medium soda.
Yep. Oh, but important to note, only the ticket holder gets the soda. Not no one else can get
no plus ones. No.
Yeah.
Like,
and just one. You're only one. Allowed the one.
Like, I think
thank you for the $50,000 for the season tickets.
Yeah, like you can actually get more by just playing like the Monopoly at McDonald's when it's out.
Yeah.
Like what a joke of. I'd literally rather just have nothing.
They should have done literally nothing and not had this horrible PR hit.
like why offer? By the way, this is indicative of like how great this game was.
Oh yeah.
Because if you look at the scoreboard, if you look at the box score, it looks like it was what 2-5, 7-8, like 9 field goals.
Yeah,
like that's all that this game really was. But yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, thanks for all the hard work, dedication, and all the hard earned money that you all have spent here to get a season pass for the New York Giants. Here's a free Coke, but if you bring kids, it's not for them. It's only for you. We
share the Coke.
Paying.
Yeah.
They could have literally been like, hey, here's a free beer for fucking buying season tickets for this shitty ass team. Maybe I'll help you deal with it.
It costs them like nothing to do the sodas too, by the way. Like those drinks are like they charge what, like $12-15 for a drink there?
Yeah.
It literally, the cost for them to do that is like something like 2 to 3 cents.
Yeah, it's like pennies
to have one cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the markup is, several orders of magnitude, and they still can't, give the fucking. It's absurd.
It's actually a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Like it's just dumb.
So, I feel like people probably, because of that great feature that great offer that they gave, promotion, more people probably got rid of their season tickets.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was like, well, I was gonna give them up. No, I'm definitely gonna give them up.
Yeah, it's about time. I was planning on doing this, but fuck these people. Yeah.
My God. Well, if you did get the free medium Pepsi, you got to enjoy watching Mike Glennon throw 3 interceptions and 99 yards, and then Jake Fromm throw 82 yards.
Yeah. 6 points for the Giants.
Didn't even know that he was still on the team, to be honest.
I didn't know he was still in the NFL.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I remember Jake Fromm is because he always had to make the joke when he pulled his card out of Prism every time. Like, oh, there's Jake from State Farm.
Right. Yeah.
Cowboys weren't even that good. Like 217 and a touchdown for Dak.
Cowboys aren't that good.
Yeah. Tony Pollard's running on like a torn something, and he's got 74 yards and 12 carries, which is better than Ezekiel Elliott at 52 and a touchdown. On 16, the leading receiver was Dalton Schultz, 67 and a touchdown. Devontae Booker outran Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. If if the Cowboys were supposedly good, they would have destroyed a Giants team that is not going anywhere anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
especially with them out without Daniel Jones for their starting quarterback. I mean, the fact that the Cowboys are even 10-4 right now is befuddling to me.
Yeah. It definitely is. They had one touchdown this whole game.
Yeah.
What?
Humdinger. But if we always went by which team should win, well, get ready for that Saints game because boy howdy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big one. So I mean, this is the Cowboys team that lost to the Broncos by like a lot. Like I don't trust these Cowboys. Yeah, I mean they got a lot to prove still.
But I also don't ever trust the Cowboys.
Yeah, I also don't trust Mike McCarthy, so that's one of the reasons. But they won, so that's a game. But the big time Detroit Lions win over the Arizona Cardinals.
It finally happened. It did it. It was a genius pick.
It happened the second time now on the year.
Yeah. They didn't even just like win; they destroyed them.
Yeah, they stomped the shit out of the 10-4 Cardinals.
Yeah, like Kyler Murray was 23 of 41, 257, a TD and a pick. He was not doing good. The Chase Edmonds ran 53, 6 carries, but Jared Goff 21 of 26, 216, 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Craig Reynolds ran for 112 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown 90 yards and a touchdown. Woo!
Yeah,
Lions, dude. If you want to see the complete opposite of Urban Meyer, just look in Detroit.
Yeah,
like Dan Campbell is like the opposite. He's just like constantly just like, come on guys, we're gonna win. He's biting kneecaps. He's like crying.
He's drinking the 10,000 venti lattes or whatever.
He's loaded on caffeine.
Yeah.
That man, that's just one of those things where like, he cares. And because he cares every week, I feel like that makes them want to try and play for him.
Oh yeah, all the players seem to really, really dig his coaching, which is surprising. Like usually when a team is 2-11, they're pretty dejected most of the time. Like when you see them in interview, but they love Dan Campbell over there. It seems like.
Yeah.
I will say that the Cardinals secondary, as bad as the Buccaneers are, they are just as bad.
Yeah, they're
giving
pretty
up
bad.
19 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
not good.
I mean, the thing is, like, with the Lions, they are a couple plays in a few games away from being, like, at 5 or 6 wins.
Yeah.
Like, they're really not the worst team at all. Like, they're not a good team, but, they're not as... People, a few weeks ago, we were like, are they going to be winless, right?
Yeah.
But, like, now they're beating the Cardinals. So, I mean, honestly...
I did enjoy... This was the only week that you didn't pick them.
Yeah, I know. Of course. Yeah. I mean, if they played some teams like the Giants at 4-10, like I'd take them over the Giants.
I probably would too.
Yeah. So I mean, even they could probably beat the Panthers. There's some teams there they could probably beat. So I mean, I don't know. Go Lions. Have some fun. Yay.
Good for the Lions.
Yeah, good for them.
Also, thank you, Lions, for helping the Packers' #1 seed chances. Woo!
It was there for the taking, and a certain team from a certain Tampa Bay, literally all they had to do was win, and they had pretty much almost the #1 seed wrapped up.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Dolphins, Jets.
Oh, yeah.
Dinger.
I mean, it was like technically a close game.
Yeah, it was a high-scoring game. I mean, it was way more entertaining than most of the other games going on.
It actually was, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't so much like what you would want, which is Zach Wilson, scoring 24 points because he scored. He did have the rushing touchdown. That's right. Yeah. So he did score a touchdown, and there was a pick 6 too.
Yep.
picked off Tua and went right into the end zone. I forget who it was now. Who actually did it? Because it's been a while now since this game.
It was. The interception was.
There's either Brandon Eccles or Ashton Davis.
I think it was Eccles who had the TD. Might be wrong. Yeah, no, it was Eccles. Eccles got the touchdown.
Yeah.
But we lost. I guess we expected to lose. I mean, the Dolphins are technically 7-7.
Yeah.
Do they have an actual shot at getting into the playoffs?
The Dolphins, yes.
Okay.
They currently are only a game back of the Chargers, the Colts, the Bengals, and the Bills.
Okay.
But
so I guess it's realistic.
the Ravens are currently the team outside looking in, and they're still a game up on the Dolphins.
Okay.
So it's probably not going to happen, but it is possible.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins are also tied with the Raiders, the Browns, the Broncos, and then the Steelers are a game up at 7-6-1 because of the tie. Like that, it's a shit show over there.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it was really humorous watching Barrios. Just do anything. Like, just watching that dude was just like, I mean,
amazingly, he's been like one of our most consistent players this year. Is Braxton Berrios.
He just watching him run is just like, where is he? Like,
Yeah.
he's just buried underneath all the linemen. But that's what's so scary though. I mean, because the guy, he looks like a child on the field, but I mean the dude's 5'9", which is not that tall, but like, that I would say, like, I don't know what the average height of somebody is, but like that's, I would consider that to be probably close to average for at least for America anyway. And he looks like a kid out there. It's crazy. Standing next to the lineman, you're like, who all average like 6'5", 6'6". It's like, man, how does this guy not just get like all of his limbs just get exploded on every play he gets tackled?
Yeah,
it was quite humorous.
When you're shorter, you have more like compact muscles, right?
Well, yeah, and your center of gravity is much lower too.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you see a lot of the shorter running backs who they're so hard to take down when they've got a lot of they got a lot of lower body strength. It's just because of that center of gravity. But at the same time, there's also a weight difference problem.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a small power back, really.
No, you're not going to run over someone like Ndamukong Suh.
It was like Frank Gore was 5'9".
Yeah.
So
wow, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's
and he did run people over a lot.
Well, he's a genetic freak though.
Yeah.
Although he did get his ass kicked over the weekend in a celebrity boxing match.
Oh, I do. Yeah, there was some posts about that.
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah. But I mean, he's. But actually, speaking of short running backs, our exciting running back came back. He didn't. I guess he was on a snap count because he didn't play too much. But Michael Carter, he's 5'8", and he's been actually he did pretty well this year for us so far. Really, I mean, he's been out a couple of games, but so hopefully he does well next year.
Yeah.
And we'll see. But is the Jets. There's not really much.
The Jets might get 4 wins next year.
Yep.
It's bad because our defense is horrible, and so is our offense, which, to be honest, is pretty new for us. Like, it's usually that our defense is either decent or like, fine, and then our offense is horrible. But this is like our offense and our defense are horrible this year. And we have a defensive head coach. The Dolphins scored 31 points on him.
Yeah.
So as the season winds down to a close, Rob, how do you feel about the future outlook under the Salah regime?
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than Adam Gase.
I mean, like, I would say, especially like feelings wise, I feel better than I did with Adam Gase. So, like, for sure, I think stats wise, it actually might be a little worse. With that said, we have one more games this year. So, it's I like the thing is I like Robert Saleh. I do kind of wish that he had more. So like when we're like winning, like he does get really animated and pissed off at the sidelines. Like there was one game a couple games back where he actually was screaming at a ref and is like, I actually do like that out of a coach. Like I want him to be like, emotionally invested in the game and stuff and doing, getting involved. But like in losses, a lot of the time he's just like dejected on the sideline, just like with a completely blank face. And I don't know. We'll see. This is a really, really rocky first year. It seems like maybe it's a little bit to do with the shortcomings of our rookie QB, which is unfortunate because like the other backup QBs have all put up, like every backup on the roster has put up a better game than Zach Wilson, and they've each played like one game. So it's maybe that's also hurting the coaching staff a little bit. I don't know, but I will say that the offense is more interesting this year, at least. So
that's true.
And our our O-line is bad, but like it actually does show it's shown progress over this season, and it seems like we could actually legitimately have a good O-line in the future, which would be great. I would like that a lot. And that'll do a lot for us. So I don't know. Right now we have the 4th overall pick and the 8th overall pick in the draft. So that's good.
I did love in the fourth quarter. I do remember watching this play where the Dolphins recovered a fumble, and then like another play later, the Jets recovered the fumble back.
Yep. If you don't love that, you don't love Jets football, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Then we had the Bengals and the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bengals are a weird team.
Yes, they are.
They won.
Won, but it was not impressive. But I mean, they're back in the playoff picture now.
Yeah.
And just find out what happened to Jamar Chase, my dude.
Yeah, he's been falling off.
You were on pace to be rookie of the year. Like, what happened? He didn't get hurt. There's like Burrow's just like, it's not even like Burrow's not throwing at him, but he's not throwing to him as often. But man, like he had a horrible game this week. I mean, he had the garbage time touchdown last week, which definitely helped out. But I don't know. Like, I feel like they should have torched the Broncos, and they just didn't.
Yeah, it's maybe they figured out something about him, but recently nothing crazy like he had going earlier in the year.
Yeah,
like he was.
I will
he was
say
on fire.
It is late, like really late in the season now, so everybody's hurt, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be that there's some kind of unreported like injury that is kind of slowing him down or hurting him.
That is true.
I mean, but if you listen to the volume of receptions that he's gotten, so he started off going five receptions in week 1, 2, and then 4, 6, 6, 4, 8, 3, 8, 3, 3, 5, 5, 1.
Yeah.
So he's not. I mean, the last time he caught 2 touchdowns last week, not 1, against the Niners. But before that, he went scoreless for 2 weeks. And then he caught 1 touchdown against the Raiders, and then 0 against the Browns.
Yeah.
And only 1 against the Jets and 1 against the Ravens. So like he's kind of like not consistent with anything, but he's also not catching the ball just a whole lot. I can't see how many times he was targeted during that stretch, but 1 reception for 3 yards is just for an entire game where he wasn't hurt is just baffling to me.
The game against Cleveland, he was targeted 13 times and he caught 6 of them.
Yeah.
So that's pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, with all that said, I mean, he's still got 1,000 yards on the year.
Oh, yeah.
And
No,
10 touchdowns.
He's still an incredible rookie wide receiver. I'm just saying it's weird how he's fallen off.
Yeah.
Outside of the Niners game. But if you take the Niners game out, I mean, he's got a grand total, not including Niners game, of 9 receptions in 3 games.
Yeah.
And the yardage that he has in those 3 games, quick math here, 81. He's got 84 yards.
Yeah.
In 3 games. That's not good. It's not good at all.
He had 4 targets this week with 1 catch.
Yeah.
So that's
he also, but that's also kind of a skewed. That's kind of a skewed stat as well, because you don't know how many of those drops or missed catches are the result of a defensive play, a bad throw, that sort of thing. But like I was watching this game because I was expecting him to just blow up the Broncos, and like he was not looked at hardly at all by Joey B.
The Broncos actually have a decent secondary.
Yeah,
true.
I would say that they might just be. Plus, they have Vic Fangio, is really good at defensive coordinating because he was with the Bears during all their good years. I would say they're probably just covering him better. They're probably just putting a safety over the top because he gets all his deep threats. Like all the things he would do would be like deep, like 70-yard passes for touchdowns. And so they're probably just like, all right, let's put a safety over the top, let him, take the dink and dunk plays and then whatever.
I wonder, I mean, maybe he might even be getting number 1 CBs on matchups now. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised considering he's already scored 10 touchdowns.
So it's probably just a learning curve. Like I think he'll be fine going forward, but he's hitting some struggles now. But I feel like most players have that happen unless you're crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Bengals. 49ers beat the Falcons. Who would have guessed?
Yep. Poor Falcons.
Yeah. Jimmy G, very standard stats, 235, a touchdown, 18 and 23. Jeffrey Wilson, 110 yards and a touchdown. And Matt Ryan, pretty much the same stats, 19 of 32, 236 and a touchdown.
Yep.
Like, scarily similar stat.
Yeah.
Although he did throw 9 more times. Falcons, big-time running game. Mike Davis, 21 yards. They shut down Cordell Patterson, 11 carries for 18 yards.
Yeah.
Whew.
Shut down hard.
Yeah, that was their probably focus going into that game. It's like, do not let this guy do anything.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yep.
And that was pretty much it. They shut him down and the Falcons lost because that's their entire offense.
Yeah. Do the Falcons still have a shot of being in the playoffs?
Yes, but it's not very good anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Especially,
technically, I think the entire NFC South still does.
Yeah,
especially because the Falcons play the Bills, then they play the Saints, and they play the Lions. Honestly, Lions could. Although apparently Jared Goff is in COVID protocols. So if there's no Jared Goff, I probably would take the Falcons.
Yeah.
We'll
not
see.
by much though.
Yeah, not by much. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on there. Then we had Packers Ravens. Woo! Ravens and going for 2-point conversion wins and failing. Name a better duo.
I just don't understand it. I just do not understand them. It's like they're trying to lose. You've got like the greatest place kicker there.
Yeah. I could understand it against the Steelers. Like, they're tired, they're worn down, they're getting beat. But, like, they just stopped the Packers, like, a drive or 2 consecutively, and they're moving the ball. So, like, no matter who gets it in overtime, you're probably going to have a good shot. But, like, I don't know. I thought it was dumb. As soon as they did it, I was like, what? Yeah.
Why?
And on top of that, there's still like a minute to go in the game. So you're going to give Aaron Rodgers a chance just to go down the field, get a field goal. It's so dumb.
Just tie the game. What does Harbaugh have against tying games? You tie the game, go to overtime, and see what happens. I mean, it's not like teams win off of the first score now. Like, if you get the ball, then Tyler Huntley was going off. Like he had 4 touchdowns.
Plus, you're playing the Packers. We probably fumbled a kickoff or some shit.
Yeah,
like
there's no reason for it. And the first time they've done this 3 games in a row now,
where they've gone definitely 2.
Yeah,
they've gone for 2-point conversions. It's like, okay, that would have been a great, it's a ballsy call if they get it. Sure, great. He looks like a hero, but then he does it again, and it didn't work again.
Yeah,
when the game is on the line, it's not like the Ravens are locked up for the division.
Yeah,
they're in danger of not making barely making the wild card.
Yeah, they're out of the playoffs currently.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can't just be like, oh yeah, just go for 2 points. It's not like they're the Jets or the Lions or Jaguars. Like you guys had legitimate playoff hopes, and it's very clear that they can score without Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
So what the heck are you doing, man? Just trying to lose.
Yeah, no, it's dumb. And then they're apparently at 25% on the year for 2-point conversions.
Oh boy,
that's just awful.
Yeah,
just awful.
Yeah, it is a definite head scratcher.
I can understand they had a rookie kicker too, but you got Justin Tucker.
Yeah. Seriously. So it's whatever. We got the win. Woo!
Whatever. I hate the Ravens.
Mark Andrews had a very good day.
Mark Andrews had a good day, but Tyler Huntley.
Yeah.
That dude actually is looking better than Lamar Jackson out there, which is crazy. He's throwing better. He threw 28 of 40, 215, 2 touchdowns, and he ran for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yep. That is a man looking like he's playing for his job.
Yeah. And I mean, this isn't even a 1 week thing. He's done this multiple weeks.
Yeah. He's getting himself contracts down the road. I feel like right now, he's playing very, very well in the time that he's given.
Yeah, I mean,
this is only his second year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if they're gonna try to re-sign him or if they'll try to trade him to another team eventually. But I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
Packers, Rodgers, 23-31, 268, 3 touchdowns. Very good. Valdez-Scantling came back, 98 yards and a touchdown. Adams, 44 and a touchdown while being double-teamed the whole game. And this, pretty much it. Defense kind of mediocre, but, I mean, whatever. They got the 2-point conversion. They didn't let them get it, so, I mean, good enough. As long as you stop that, who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm.
And, man, got out of that one.
Yeah.
That was good. And now I have a little cushion for the 1 seed, which is very nice. So it's looking more and more like we get that bye week, and I hope we do because we need it.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. Because the last thing I want to do is not get the bye week and have to play the Vikings or 49ers or some upset game team. You're like, oh, there they go, they're balling out, and you're just like, great. Plus, you get an extra week of rest. There's really no reason to not want the bye week. Some people they might get a little rusty after the bye week. Shut up. They're not gonna get fucking rusty.
I wonder what the stats are on that, because I feel like it's actually more common for teams with the bye week to ultimately win the Super Bowl. But I don't know. I'm not sure what the actual stats are.
How many times did the Patriots have a bye week and win the Super Bowl? Probably a vast majority of them.
Yeah. I mean, most of their Super Bowls came off of a bye week for sure. Yeah. I think.
Obviously, there's gonna be upsets. The Packers that 1 year came off the bye and got shit on by the Giants, but I would say that's probably few and far between.
Yeah.
But it's a game you don't have to play. It's an automatic win. You get to rest your players so they get healthy, and then you get some other players that have been injured back, like Jair Alexander would probably come back. Some other dudes. So, I mean, there's no reason to not want the bye week. Even last year, that was what happened. The Rams had to play the wild card, and Donald got injured. And then when he played the Rams played the Packers, he wasn't at 100%, and he couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So, they probably would have loved the bye week.
Yep.
So anyway, woo! Speaking of bye weeks, the Buccaneers probably won't be getting it. Because they lost 9-0.
To nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I was the only one to pick the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's great. It's great.
Yep.
I mean, it didn't help that we lost not only our number one and number 2 receiver, but also our number 1 running back in this game.
Yeah.
But even then, when they were in the game, they weren't doing much.
That is true.
And I don't know why Tom has such a horrible time playing against the Saints.
He's 0-4 against the Saints now, which is wild.
I just don't understand it. Like they play against the Saints in the regular season. It's like, oh man, like it's here we go, and then like and then playoffs come up and he destroys them. Yeah. So I have no words for this game. It was the ugliest, probably like I would say candidate, not just as a Bucks game, but like overall for like one of the worst games of the entire year.
Oh yeah.
It was just so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
And Bruce Arians was after the game, he was talking about how we just gotta look forward and get ready for Carolina. It's like, okay, Bruce, but like you can't not score points.
Yeah, points are pretty important.
If you're a playoff team and you've got the greatest quarterback ever, how are you not scoring against the Saints? Like, and you're at home. You're at home. I was supposed to go to this game.
Good thing you didn't. This would have been horrible. Yeah.
God, this would have been worse than going to Foxborough. Well, maybe not, because at least I wouldn't have had to walk in the rain.
That's true. Yeah. But
all in all, this is just a failure from top to bottom. Just no excuse for it. And the Buccaneers, they had it. They had it hook, line, and sinker. They had that number 1 seed just right there, ready to go. And they chose to pretty much crap the bed. And man, did they crap.
Yeah, it's not looking good for him now. And the news is that Fournette is now on the IR, and Godwin tore his ACL.
Yeah.
So that's very bad.
So the Buccaneers became the first team to enter as the number 1 scoring offense and get shut out since the Chiefs in Week 17 of 2002, almost 20 years ago.
Oh my God!
And if that wasn't crazy enough, Tom Brady was shut out for the first time since playing, you guessed it, the New Orleans Saints. Week 15 of 2006. The man has been shut out for the first time in 15 years.
I love how it's also against the Saints.
To the same damn team. Why?
Was it Sean Payton back then? Or was that before him?
I think it was before him. I think it was.
Yeah. Coaching years.
I know it was Breeze.
Yeah, it was his first year.
Oh wow, okay. So I think maybe it's Sean Payton is Tom Brady's kryptonite. He knows how to shut him down.
Honestly, Sean Payton and the Saints shit on the Packers week 1 too. Like there's something they know about like shutting down elite quarterbacks, and it's weird.
Yeah, the Saints have won 7 straight against Tampa Bay, tied for the longest winning streak by either team in the rivalry. The Saints are also the first team to defeat Tom Brady in 4 straight regular season games. Fantastic at that. And the Saints had the lead at halftime for the 37th time since 2018. They're 36-1 when having the lead going into halftime.
Well, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man, like that. The Bucs playoff Super Bowl chances probably just took a huge hit after this week. Like just losing, one of your star wide receivers, like your running back getting hurt, like just everything just going wrong. 1 seed falling further away.
So the last time that the Bucs won the division was in 2007. Notable things to happen in 2007. The original iPhone was released. Spider-Man 3 was the top grossing film in the U.S. And then that was the draft years for Calvin Johnson, Adrian Peterson, and Marshawn Lynch.
Jeez.
That's the last time the Bucs won the division. So, and the reason why that's relevant is because if we had won this game, not only did we clinch the division, but we also clinched playoffs.
Yep.
And now it doesn't even matter. Great job, Bucks. Way to go.
Well,
Way to go.
The last time the Detroit Lions won the division, Drew Bledsoe was the number 1 pick in the NFL draft.
Oh my God.
It was 1993. And It was the NFC Central.
Yeah.
And the Buccaneers were in it.
Oh boy.
So,
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
What a time.
Hey, also Tom Brady had an extremely obvious taunting penalty not called on him.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if you guys saw that.
He yelled at the ref, but he was he said pal at the end of it. He was like, "Fuck you, pal," and they're like,
he ran right up to the Saints sideline and told somebody to fuck off or something.
He was like, "Fuck you, pal," and they're like, "He said pal." It was just a friendly banter.
He did yeet a Microsoft tablet across the.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then we had the Raiders-Browns, where the Raiders almost lost to the practice squad.
I mean, outside the literal last-second field goal, they were losing to the practice squad.
Yep. Nick Chubb got 91 yards and a touchdown, but Nick Mullins was playing quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And this game, yeah. This was just
important to note, with the Browns in particular, everyone went out with COVID. And that's why this game was even postponed too.
Mm-hmm. So it's honestly the Raiders win, but who really wins here? Nobody. Nobody wins. Both are 7-7. I would say neither are going to make the playoffs at this rate.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
I want to see the Browns in the playoffs again.
Yeah, that would be nice, but it's probably not going to happen. Then we had the Vikings-Bears, another terrible game.
Yep.
This one was the Vikings playing terribly. Cousins went 12 of 24, 87 yards, 2 TDs, and a pick against literally 4 starters out for the Bears secondary, and they could not pass the ball.
Oh.
Dalvin Cook ran for 89. And the Bears, on the other side, 26 of 39 for Justin Fields, 285 and a touchdown. That touchdown coming in garbage time at the end. But the Bears were constantly getting yardage and moving the ball and then just not scoring. Mm-hmm. Also, terrible officiating this game for both teams. Really bad.
Not surprising.
There was also a hot mic with a Bears fan where they had a thing where they're like, after further review, blah, blah. And some drunk Bears fans after further review, we fucking suck. Everyone was just like, it's the best hot mic we've heard in a while.
That's amazing. That's very good.
So it is true. They're 4-10 now. Yeah. And they're not good.
Yep.
So Matt Nagy's going to get fired just either after next week or the end of the season, probably end of the season.
After Christmas. Merry Christmas, Matt.
Yep. He just what a story arc there, from winning Coach of the Year his rookie year.
Yeah.
I remember, I think that was the first year we did this podcast, and I was like, man, I wish the Packers had a, young, smart coach like Matt Nagy, unlike Mike McCarthy. And I'm like, man, thank God we don't have Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
Oh, what a journey.
He was one of the first ones that was in the whole Sean McVay craze, right? Where all the teams were like, get me the youngest man you can find.
Yeah. This one's from the Andy Reid circle. He's got to know offense. And he did for 1 year.
Yep.
That's, Yep. Yeah. So, Bears. And once again, the worst part for the Bears, much like the Seahawks, their first-round draft pick is owned by a New York team, the New York Giants. So the Giants own the 5 and the 6 picks in the draft.
Yep.
Woo! Who needs first round picks when you're a 4 and 12 or 13 team, right? You don't need those.
That's rough.
Yeah, you're not going to be using them anytime soon.
Who's going to want to come coach for the Bears like this? That's
and then
tough.
your entire defense is old and expiring.
Exactly.
big money contracts. Like it's not good. It's not
like
a good
if you
situation.
if you come in to be the head coach of the Bears, like you pretty much expect that you are gonna have that job for about 3 years because you're gonna lose almost certainly a lot, and then eventually people are gonna be like, yeah, let's get now that the rebuild's over, let's get a new coach.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be just a coach that doesn't even care. It's like on his last
Urban Meyer.
Like Urban Meyer. I mean, hey, he coached Justin Fields in college.
That's true.
I would actually laugh if that happened. That would wow. It can't happen. That won't happen. There's somebody's got to be like, oh, Chicago market, young quarterback. Like I'll take a shot at it. Right? There's got to be somebody.
Yeah. So. I mean, Nick Saban had one shot in the NFL, right? And then went back to college.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Urban Meyer's getting another one.
No, I don't think so. Then we had Hogs Eagles.
Man,
hey, you know what? Garrett Gilbert.
You had a chance.
They did have a chance. But
could have done something great.
Garrett Gilbert, 20 of 31, 194. He didn't play bad.
Yeah, no. He did fine.
He did all right. Jalen Hurts, 20-26, 296, a touchdown, a pick. Ran for 2 touchdowns. Solid game for him. Miles Sanders, 131 on the ground. Yeah, I mean, this was a NFC East game.
Yeah.
It sure was. Sure was, Coach.
And, I mean, hey, I think, honestly, the Eagles, probably the one team that can make the playoffs now. I don't think the Hogs are going to do it. I would say the Eagles.
We know that's assured because they won last year. So
that's true. I've
been saying it all year. It's just not gonna. It can't happen. It's impossible.
Can't happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So fair that Hogs had their chance, but once they officially change their name to the Hogs, then that's when the dynasty begins.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm still surprised we're in year 2 of the football team.
It is amazing, actually. That's still the case.
Let's see if there's any progress on the name.
I am
change.
curious.
When will they pick a new name? Search has narrowed down to these 8 options as of 3 weeks ago. Are they the same ones?
Okay.
Let's see. They probably are. Red Wolves, Commanders, Brigade, Presidents, Armada, Defenders, and the Red Hogs.
Yeah, see, I don't like the Red Hogs. Like, I don't think Red Hogs...
Why does it have to be Red Hogs? Why does it got to be a color associated with it? Just Hogs.
Yeah, just Hogs.
What's wrong with Hogs?
Just do the Hogs. Or the Red...
Literally.
Why? It's the Red Hogs and the Red Wolves. We don't need the Red Wolves or the Red Hogs.
Why red? You don't even have red on your uniform.
Yeah.
Is there even such a thing as a Red Hog? Like, does that exist?
No.
Yeah, why are they so committed to having it be a Red Hog?
By
the way, everyone's like, "Oh, they actually have red." No, it's like a maroon auburn, like it's not
burgundy.
It's more of an orange
burgundy,
hog, if anything.
Yeah.
Red Hogs stems from a nickname from the offensive line during the late '80s, early '90s, and then the Hoggette mascot.
Oh God, I don't want to see a Hoggette mascot. If it's just Miss Piggy out there with a Washington jersey, I'm out. I'm off the hog train.
Yeah, I mean, if you go with the Hogs, I mean, you can just have like a happy pig dude who's like, bruh, or like a boar.
Have a badass looking warthog.
Yeah, that'd be cool. They could just be called the Warthogs. Hogs for short.
That's a real type of pig.
Yeah, right? That's real.
Compared to a Red Hog.
I swear to God, if they go with the Washington Defenders, Armada, Presidents, Brigade, or Commanders, they will drop one of my least favorite teams in the NFL.
I would definitely hate them if they were Armada. Like that would be the stupidest because it's clearly like we're a soccer team.
Yeah.
Like no, I don't want that.
Like the Wolves. I would take the Wolves as a secondary team. Like, all right, it's decent.
Anything's better than the Presidents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It goes Hogs, followed by Wolves, followed by football team. That's it.
Who cares?
There's nothing else. There's no
honestly,
other
I'm Hogs and football team. That's
you don't like the Wolves?
It's
there's
like
so many
fine.
Wolves.
There are a lot of Wolves, yeah.
There's too many Wolves teams. Like, give me the Hogs.
Yeah, Hogs. There's no Hogs in sports.
I mean,
that's true,
you get pigskin. I mean, they already wear the pig, like the pig masks, like they did back in the old days. Yeah, they're the Redskins. Like, what the heck?
That is true. So either way, we will, await their choice. Then we had the Seahawks Rams in another game that was actually pretty close. I figured it would be because it's divisional, but the Rams pull it out, mainly behind Stafford going for 244, 2 TDs and a pick, and Cooper Kupp 136 and 2 touchdowns. Whew.
Yep, gonna need him to do something like that this week, Coach.
Yep. This also shows that the Seahawks will have their first losing season since 2011.
That is wild.
That is wild.
And it makes you wonder. I mean, I know I've brought it up a lot, but I feel like I don't know, man. Like you think Russ is gonna stick around?
No.
At this point,
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think they
I feel like
probably trade him.
If there was ever a time for him to FO, it was this year, I think. If they were going to come up with a losing record.
I mean, they don't even have a first-round draft pick.
Yeah.
So I almost think they trade him to get draft assets to rebuild at this point.
And then if that happens, you think Pete Carroll sticks around?
That's a good question too. I don't know.
Because he's old as shit, right? Like he's
good. Yeah. Could trade him to the Jets.
Pete Carroll?
No, Russell Wilson.
Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson.
Oh, God.
Yeah. They both just go to the Jets.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be funny.
That would be very Jet-like, to be honest. To bundle a coach and a player in a trade. Like, we'll give you. Actually, it's more of a Texans thing. We'll give you 10 first-round draft picks for the head coach and the starting quarterback.
I think isn't that what happened with Belichick too back in the day? It
might have been.
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure the Jets did actually give up a draft pick to get Belichick, and then
wasn't that John Gruden, the Buccaneers?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what it was that I'm thinking of. I don't know.
Either way, Seahawks suck now.
Yeah.
So. Good. That's this week in football games. Invicta Power Rankings.
Power Rankings. Here we go. Coach going to fly through these. No messing around. Top 5 in the NFL Power Rankings. NFL.com. Robert.
Let's go with the. Let's go with the Chiefs.
Yep. Coach.
Packers.
Yeah. Rob.
Colts?
Rob.
I mean, look, dude, it's been weird the past couple of weeks.
It's been weird.
Yeah.
Coach Grendor.
Buccaneers.
Yeah. Robert.
Oh.
True.
Yeah, Bear's right. It's true.
Yep.
Let's say the Cowboys.
Wow.
Okay.
Strike 2. Coach.
Rams.
Yeah. And Bear for the nose.
Skipped over here. There we go. Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Bear.
I didn't even know you were here.
Yeah. Welcome.
What was the question?
Thank God we didn't skip over you, Bear. Looking for the final team in the top 5.
Oh, let's go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, they've been named.
All right.
And Rob.
Let's go with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're still there.
All right.
And Coach Grendor.
I've literally gotten all these. Let's go Cardinals.
That is correct. In the top 5 of the NFL Power Rankings, we got the Packers sitting at the number 1 spot. Woo! The Chiefs now jumping up 2 spots. The Bucs falling.
The Chiefs are in there?
Yeah, man.
The Bucs falling from 2nd to 3rd, unsurprisingly. The Rams back in the top 5 now, coming up from 6th to 4th. And the Cardinals somehow staying in the top 5, dropping 2 spots from 3rd to 5th. Rounding out the top 10, the Colts, Patriots, Cowboys, Bills, and the Chargers have somehow stayed over there despite like San Francisco actually supposedly being up there. They were supposed to, but they didn't. So whatever. Thank you, Dan. Now, here we go, guys. There's a tie for the fattest doink.
Ooh.
This one goes up to everybody. You get to pick one of them. These two teams have fallen a combined total of 8 spots, 4 spots each. One falling from 18th to 22nd, the other one falling from the 20th spot to the 24th spot. Can you name one of those teams, Robert?
The 20th spot to the 24th spot. Is it the Hawks?
Well, I mean, you're picking the team now. Bear?
Let's go with the Bears.
And Coach?
I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos.
That is incorrect, but Rob did get one of them. It is the Hogs.
Oh,
Hogs dropping from 18th to 22nd, with the other team being the Seattle Seahawks.
I was going to say them.
The Seattle Seahawks have dropped from the 20th spot down to the 24th spot. Good job, Seahawks. Narrowly escaping the fattest doink with the New York Giants falling from 27th to 30th. Now, the thinnest dink. This team has risen 4 spots to go back up to the 21st spot. This team is still in playoff contention, kind of, maybe. And Bear has a very special connection with them. Bear Taffy, can you name the thinnest dink?
I'm certainly going to feel dumb when I can't.
I'll give you a hint. They're 7-7.
The Browns?
That is incorrect. God. It is the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
That is a special connection.
The Raiders go from
I don't really claim Vegas.
The 21st.
It belongs to you, Bear.
It's technically your home team, so yeah, that's
I guess. Yeah.
So. And then finally, Coach Crendor.
Yeah.
True or false?
Yeah.
The New York Jets.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Are ranked above the Houston Texans.
Oh. I'm going to go false.
That is correct.
Whoa.
The Jets have fallen from the 29th spot to the 31st spot. The Texans actually swapped with them going from 29th to 31st, or from 31st to 29th. The Jets sitting in the 31st spot, second only to, anybody guessed it? Anybody? Bueller?
Jaguars.
Jaguars is correct indeed. Yep. And we're going to read the final write-up before we go to Pick'ems with everybody. The Jacksonville Jaguars. See, it wasn't Urban Meyer's fault after all. We kid. But Sunday's 30-16 loss to the Texans served as a reminder that Meyer's general incompetence combined with Jacksonville's young and talent-deficient roster made for one of the gnarliest failure stews in recent memory. I love that. Failure stew. The only real goals left this season: escape the final 3 weeks without any serious injury to Trevor Lawrence, lock down the number 1 overall pick, and for the second consecutive year, and finally, they're facing the similarly downtrodden Jets, which puts an uncertain competitive glow upon Week 16. Thank you, Dan Hansis, and that's going to do it for the power rankings. Back up to Rob, Bear, and Coach in the booth for Pick'ems.
Fantasy playoff hype also, because I wasn't here for it, but all 4 of us are in the fantasy playoffs.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
We were mentioning that, but yeah, me and you, Bear, let's go.
Oh, let's go. Put them up.
Yeah, we mentioned that you're going to be playing Rob this week.
Mm-hmm.
So should be an epic battle.
I think we have very close teams.
Yeah. No, I mean, we all do, I think.
Yeah. Just be happy it didn't happen this week, Bear, because you only scored 81 points.
That would have been bad news.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, right now, I think it says Invicta's at a 54% win rate against me. And it says Bears at a 54% win rate against Rob.
Rob doesn't have a kicker yet, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To be Bear.
Hell.
It's going to be wacky wild, man. It's going to get wacky wild out there. So, the first time ever, Final Four is all of us. So one of us is going to win.
One of us is going to be the champ.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
It's going to be Rob.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Rob.
It's probably be Rob.
I mean, that would be pretty cool if I did two in a row.
I mean, for the Jets fan to just be our fantasy, like absolute champion dominant for years running would be very ironic.
That would be fun.
That would be good. See, the Jets should hire me. Obviously, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, they should. Or the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Pick'ems time.
And/or stats.
Mustang. So this week's Pick'em stats are here. They've arrived. And
Fresh out
did they get updated? Here we go. Tuesday extra bonus. So this week I went 11-6. Invicta went 11-6. Rob went 10-7. Bear went 9-8. Paulo went 11-6. Randy went 7-9. And Discord went 10-7. So I'm still in last, but every week I've been rising up through the ashes.
True.
I can pass Rob potentially next week.
It could happen.
It could happen.
It's very close and has been for the last 5 or 6 weeks. It's all pretty even Stevens right now.
Yeah.
Except for Randy, who's very, very close to just perfectly 50%.
As all things should be.
This is the first time in podcast history the Washington Hogs have been locked.
Go Hogs!
This ends the longest lockless drought at 60 games.
Wow.
And we're immediately reminded of why no one ever locked them.
Yep. Making picks based on which animal would win in a fight is still a poor strategy. This season,
We're not going to go away from it.
17-28, 38%, and all time it's at 44%.
Well, we still have to be sure about, it would take a really big spreadsheet to
You know what that
find
means?
out what.
It means that whichever animal would win in a fight is going to lose that football game.
Oh, yeah. There you
just
go.
reverse it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Why
And then it's
Jaguars-
amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome then.
Why is the Jaguars' tongue blue?
It's a great
All
question.
Jaguars'
I
tongues are
don't
blue.
know.
Just because they have blue in their uniform.
Every
they
time I
have to
see that
put it in.
logo, it just I'm like, what?
It is weird.
This was Rob's second most cowardly lock of all time. His 3 most cowardly locks were all losses.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's funny enough that Rob's just good at picking locks.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Yep. It is funny.
Crendor was the
Hilarious.
best this season at predicting teams coming off a bye. I was
Oh, wow.
73% win rate, surpassing the
Jeez.
record set by Sinvicta in season 2 at 70.
Well, did you get your Hogs Eagles pick before or after that? Because that would make you even better at it.
I did pick
did.
the Eagles and they won.
Look
Wow.
at you.
Look at that. I'm even better now.
Yeah.
And Randy, Bears agreed with Randy the most and has had a success rate of 59% in those games.
Oh, okay.
He gave Randy a little mustache and top hat.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Followed by me, and then Apollo, then Discord, then Rob, and then Sinvicta, which I think is fair since Sinvicta hates Randy and has disagreed with him the most.
Yep.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Hate him.
So, but I do want to get back to. We should make a big you ever see like the Pokemon type weakness chart? You
Yeah.
know, we
Oh,
should
yeah.
do that, but just with all 32
With
NFL
football
teams, and who would win in a fight, so that we could be sure.
We have the
about
reverse
it.
data to use for our pick'ems. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
We could probably do that through votes on Discord to see which animal. Would
Oh, yeah,
win.
there you go.
Yeah.
I still,
have the-
out of
We
that
have the
lo-
dumbest football podcast.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was a given. Yeah, that's the selling point.
That's why people want to watch.
Obviously. That's why they watch this television show.
So now the Hogs have been broken for the lock
Yeah.
streak, but then there's still, was that the Jaguars, the Eagles, I think that's the Texans in 5th, and then I still don't know what the 4th is.
It's a bell sprout.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but what's that
Bullsprout.
mean?
We haven't ever locked bell sprout.
I guess it adds up.
Wait, has the locked cloud always been there?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
Oh no, that's
Oh, no,
that
that's
shows
what
that's
happens
the
when
end of
you-
the drought.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the end of the
that makes
drought.
sense. That's
Right.
good.
I mean,
now
one,
they're-
like that's like the second one is the Bears.
I
Obviously.
love
Yeah.
I love the little hog peeking out of the W too.
Yeah,
It's so good.
it's a stock image of a warthog.
Yeah.
That's the hog, though. That's
That is
the
the
one-
hog.
That's the Washington
is.
Hogs hog.
Yeah, but they're gonna go with red hogs though, Bear.
No,
Yeah.
they're not. I refuse to call them that if they do. They've been the hogs since we determined they were the hogs. They
I know,
literally,
but
like,
we
I agree.
I
we already
hear a
went-
football team on the TV and it sounds weird.
Yeah.
We've already went over that the final. There 3 weeks ago. There supposedly was the last time they had a meeting about the name, and it's gonna be Red Hogs if they end up going with it.
I mean, I'm glad they've seen the light partially. At least I can be happy about that.
Well, that was just one of the nominees. That wasn't like the.
Oh, don't get me excited, man! God damn it!
I'm sorry. I was just saying.
Might be like the Washington Armada or the Washington President.
Hold on. Horrible. I think I figured it out. Is that like is fourth the Giants? Because it's like a beanstalk. It's like the Giants with the beanstalk.
That makes a lot of sense.
And if it doesn't, then I don't know what the fuck it is.
I mean, like, he might want to make it that now, but I guess that's contrary
it's
to
the only
data.
thing that makes sense because the other ones it's Bears.
No, Jaguars.
Or
Jaguars, Eagles,
Jaguars,
Texans.
Jaguars, Eagles, Texans. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be Giants.
It's got to be. But let's pick them.
I'm still Pick'em's winner for the last 6 weeks and counting.
That is true.
It only counts when you're at the end.
Yep. He's right.
And we got an extra week.
And this will be second year in a row. So I'm just saying.
We got an extra week. Anything can happen.
King of Pick'ems.
49ers, Titans.
Let's go Titans.
This is a close one.
It's a close one.
It's tough. That's tough.
Titans need to start winning, dude.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna. That's the thing.
The Titans do have a good run defense, but can they stop George Kittle?
Good question. Can they outscore George Kittle?
Yeah, can they do that?
I'm gonna go with the Titans on this one, but it's a close one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm leaning Titans too.
49ers do have a good pass defense, but their run defense is like 12th, which isn't bad.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. So very clearly a Titan would destroy some, miner from the east, from the West Coast, right? Like he has no shot.
Yeah.
Which means
the 49ers
are going to win. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going 49ers. Let's go.
Might work.
It's got to work. It's got to work. Packers, Browns.
Did everyone pick on that one?
I think so.
Okay. Bear picked? What did Bear pick?
He picked the Titans.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Pretty sure.
I got Titans. Yeah. I got Titans. Yeah.
Browns, Packers.
Packers.
Lock the Packers?
Oh.
Fair. I was considering it.
It's definitely a pretty good game to lock. I don't think they're going to lose this.
Yeah, I'll go Packers.
Woo!
Unless, are the Browns players going to come back for this game?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Packers have to win to keep pace for the number 1 seed. So.
Yeah, and they're at home.
Yeah.
Colts, Cardinals.
Lock the Packers.
Okay.
Colts, Cardinals.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's tough.
A tough one. Because the Cardinals got to win, but the Colts got to win, and the Colts are playing hot.
That's true. Are they on a winning streak? I feel like they're on a winning streak.
I think they are, yeah.
They have won 2 in a row.
Yes.
Okay.
So technically.
Yeah, so not a huge winning streak, but...
The game they did lose was to the Buccaneers. They beat the Bills before that.
They beat the Patriots.
I'm going to go Colts.
I'm gonna go Cardinals because I think they still will pull it out, but I don't know. It's tough.
It is tough. I'm gonna go Colts.
I'm also gonna go Colts.
Wow. Okay.
Things to consider, Rob. I'm just letting you know things to consider. They've won each of the last 3 road games. The Cardinals have lost each of the last 3 home games.
Yeah.
The Colts have won each of their last 3 road games is what I meant to say, not home games. But the Cardinals are also 4-0 versus the AFC this year.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the other thing that I was just kind of looking at.
They don't like winning at home, though.
Yeah. The Colts offense is 13th in the NFL and their defense is 15th, whereas the Cards are at 8th and 7th.
Yeah.
And also the Colts are the second best rushing offense, but the Cards are the 8th best passing and the 11th best rushing. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be tight. It'll basically come down to whether or not Jonathan Taylor can dominate on the ground.
That is,
and he
true,
probably
yeah.
can, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
Then we had the Lions Falcons.
Oh boy.
But Jared Goff probably won't play.
Who's even their backup?
Tim Boyle, ex-Packer backup legend.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Falcons on this one.
Yeah, I'm going with Falcons.
I'm also going to go with Falcons, but actually I'm going with the Falcons because of the anti-animal fight rule.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's another good reason.
Mm-hmm.
I will also choose the Falcons.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Rams, Vikings.
Rams?
Yeah. It's got to be Rams.
Gotta be Rams.
It's gotta...
Again, another team that has to keep pace.
But Vikings got to keep pace, too, because they're in a wild card hunt.
Yeah, but the Rams have way more to lose than the Vikings, I think.
I don't know. Rams are going to make the playoffs. Vikings might not.
Yeah, but we're not close to like them even considering like sitting starters or anything like that.
No,
not yet. Yep.
I'm gonna go Vikings. I'm going Vikings.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Bear.
I mean, it could happen.
Rams.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going Rams.
Well,
see it.
Then we have Jaguars Jets. Whoa.
Dinger.
Toilet bowl, baby.
Gotta be Jets?
I don't know, man.
Is this gonna be a unanimous Jets pick for the first time ever?
Yeah.
Are we better than the Jags?
Yes.
Lock the
man.
Jets.
Oh
Wow.
Bear.
Look at this.
Clamp it down.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Knock all those streaks out in one season.
All right.
I want to mention I did not know that the Jets literally have the worst defense in the league, but apparently we do. With a defensive-minded head coach.
Yeah, that's the Jets for you. Who are you picking, Rob? I gotta go pee real bad. So.
Okay, fine, Jets. Give me the Jets.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
All
Actually, I'm
right.
going to unlock the Jets and pick the Jaguars.
What?
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
We had the unanimous the Jets pick wrapped
The
up.
only reason is I just remembered I watched SportsCenter this morning and heard the news that head coach Robert Saleh has COVID and will not be present for the game.
Ooh.
That might be he might not call the plays anyway, though. So I mean, I don't
He
think it matters
doesn't
too
call
much.
plays, but still.
Yeah, head coach on the field, man.
I'm gonna go Jaguars. Screw it.
I mean, in fairness, the Jaguars also don't have their head coach on the
Yeah,
field.
which is probably a positive thing.
Yeah, that is a good thing for them, probably.
Yeah.
Well, now I don't want to pick the Jets, Bear.
Yeah, I might switch to the Jaguars. And also, by reverse fight rules, the Jaguars should probably win this game because a Jet would just destroy
true,
a
yeah.
Jaguar.
A Jet versus a Jaguar.
Yeah.
Dude, actually, it makes so much sense because Jets would destroy like almost every animal in the league, right?
Yeah.
And that's why we lose so
We
much.
mean almost every animal in the league.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to think of who wouldn't get killed by it. Maybe the Titans.
Titans and Giants, they might not get killed by Jets.
Yeah.
But
Fine, I'm going Jaguars. Dang it! I wanted to pick the Jets. I wanted it to be this week.
Clearly I did too, but then I remembered.
Yeah, that they're the Jets.
that wasn't it, but there's also that, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll stick with them, but
All right.
That's a true Jets.
yeah.
Then we got Giants Eagles.
Eagles.
I'm going to lock the Eagles
Oh,
and end
the
one of
drought is
those
over.
streaks. Yep. The drought
Hot
is
damn.
over.
Hot damn. I feel like locking the Giants too, just to goof off, but no, I'm going to pick the Eagles.
I will also pick the Eagles, honestly.
Woo. Bills Patriots.
Pates. Pates? I said Pates.
The Pates.
The
The Pates. The Pates. I'm gonna go Bills this one. I think they come back. They take it.
Nah, dude.
I could see it.
Nah.
I don't think it's gonna go like last time. Better
I don't
weather.
think it's gonna go like last time either, but I'm still gonna take the Patriots. I think. They did just come off a loss though.
Ravens Bengals.
Oh my God.
Oof, yeah. Is Lamar playing?
He's supposed to be playing, but I'm not starting him.
Give him the Bungles.
I think I'd actually pick the Ravens if they had Huntley started. I'm gonna take the Bengals too.
I think
I'm gonna take
you're
the
both
Bengals.
wild.
I think I'm gonna take the Bengals.
I'm taking the Ravens.
Whoa!
The Ravens are gonna go for 2 and miss again.
That would be
could
pretty
see that
funny if it
happening,
happened 3 times in a row. Neat. Chargers Texans.
Chargers.
No one's gonna lock that.
I'm considering it. I
Dummy
don't know,
Chargers.
You need
Chargers.
Rob needs a good lock.
I do need a good lock. I might double back for this one. I don't know.
All right. If you lost this lock, it would actually be cursed.
Look, last time I didn't have a curse lock, so I mean I'm worried about which one to pick now.
Buccaneers Panthers.
Locking the Bucks.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the Bucks too.
Go Bucks.
It's divisional though.
It's divisional. They're without Godwin and Fournette.
Dude,
Yeah.
Tom's just got shut out for the first time in 15 years.
That is true.
Yeah.
Think of how fucking long that is.
He's gonna be mad. So yeah, I'll take Buccaneers.
He will be pissed.
He was already mad and he still wasn't playing well.
Well, it's
Yeah,
also
now
the
he's had
battle
like a
of
week.
yeah, it's also the battle of ex-Patriots QBs too.
Oh, yeah,
right?
that's
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
And Tom surprisingly doesn't do too well in those matchups.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, huh?
But Bucks because
Kind of a small sample size, to be fair.
Yeah. Bears.
Bucks.
Bears Seahawks.
Bears.
Oh man.
Oh,
This is another hard week. This whole
Yeah.
season has been tough to pick, I feel
It
like.
has. I'm gonna go Seahawks, so I don't have to cheer for the Bears.
The
Yeah, you know what? I'll take the Bears. I'll take the Bears.
I guess Seahawks because the Bears have no offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Seahawks' offense is actually ranked 1 rank lower, but they can still score points though. So
Yeah.
I guess Seahawks at home.
All right.
But the Bears' defense is 9th best in the league, and they have the 8th best rushing.
They're also very injured.
True,
Their entire
yeah.
secondary's out.
Yeah.
I've got like 2 minutes for I'm going to
Broncos Raiders.
It's the meeting of the misfits.
I want to be quick, but this is hard.
Broncos.
I'm just gonna go Raiders.
Yeah, Broncos.
Raiders.
Oh, split one.
Yeah, I have no idea, honestly. I want to take the Broncos, but I feel like the Raiders are going to win it, so I'm going
I'm
Raiders.
going to change my mind to whatever Randy picks for this game.
All right.
Okay.
Steelers, Chiefs.
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 Yeah. I
Give
might
me
even lock that one.
Yeah,
The
that's a
Chiefs.
good lock, honestly.
Give me the Chiefs.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it, lock the Chiefs.
Lock.
Yeah, there you go.
Watch the
Right.
fucking Steelers blow 'em.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be so
40
mad.
to nothing, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 41-4.
That'd be
Hogs,
scoregami, I think.
Yeah.
Hogs, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I want to shout go Hogs, but I have to stop myself this one time, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys, but go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Yeah,
We're
go
taking the Hogs.
Hey, nice.
Take
Unless they
those
become
Hogs.
Red Hogs, because then they kind of.
I don't like that. I don't want
That's
to cheer for
dumb.
them anymore.
Go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Dolphins, Saints.
Saints.
This seems like a weird Dolphin win. I'm taking the Dolphins.
Saints at home. They just beat the Bucks. They're on a path to the playoffs. Got to be Saints.
Nah, Dolphins.
I'm gonna go Dolphins because it's the Saints.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'll go Saints, I guess, but I don't know. I think that could be a Dolphins win.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go, Randy. Randy coming in that.
Yeah,
We
Randy.
got 49ers. We got Packers. We got Cardinals. We got Falcons. We got Vikings. We got Jaguars. We got Giants. We got Patriots. We got Ravens. We got Chargers. We got Panthers.
Whoa.
We got Seahawks. We got Broncos. We got Steelers. We got Hogs. We got Dolphins.
Wow.
Damn, Randy. Okay.
I mean, this is
Not
Going
bad.
for it, dude. He's trying to shoot for that crown. I respect it.
Which one are you gonna pick, Bear? That Randy picked?
Oh, I completely forgot. I think it was Broncos Raiders.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
What crown exactly is he going for?
Yours, sir, and he's well on his way. Clearly,
Dude, imagine if Randy went like undefeated one week. I would lose it.
It would be hilarious.
I would. But that'll do it. Thanks for listening, watching, doing whatever. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family all about this show. It's the shittiest podcast around, but it's fantastic. And
dumbest football podcast on the internet.
yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.